Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I thought I'd do something a bit different to what I normally make videos about. Along with my passions for making models and wargaming and painting figures, um, one of my other pastimes is drinking bottled beers. I like to refer to the British bottled beers as ales. I know that possibly isn't strictly true, but that may be a term that I'll use or interchange with bitter. Um, so I may call a particular beer an ale or a bitter. For me, the Banksy's Amber Bitter, used to be known as Banksy's Best Bitter, is is basically the benchmark for all the other beers I drink. I'm not necessarily saying that this is the best. All I'm saying is that I compare all the other ales and beers and bitters that I drink with this. I, the reason this one is my favourite is that it's a local beer. It's brewed in Wolverhampton, not far from Birmingham. Um, I've This beer's been around for so many years, probably before I was born. So it's always been around. Um, it's 3.8% ABV, so it's not a heavy beer. It's quite a session ale, really. Um, and I'll also show you some of the other aspects of the beer that I like. I have to admit that I'm not particularly keen on the label. Um, it just the label really doesn't do it for me. I would prefer that they did something a bit flashy, that kind of stands out a bit more. But there we have it. So what I'm going to do is just open the bottle and I'll pour it into one of the Banksy's glasses that I've got, and we'll just have a look at the colour of it. Before I do that, what I thought I'd show you is the collection of Banksy's glasses that I've got. This is what we call a jug glass, quite again traditional English beer glass. I think this is just called a straight-sided glass. This is your half-pint glass, and I'm not quite sure what this design's called. Now, I think it was this one and the half pint I bought from the brewery. It's actually I think it's Marston's brewery, but originally it was the Banksy's brewery. The other two glasses I got from pubs, and what I do is I don't take the glass. I actually ask if I can buy it, and usually the pub owner, the landlord, will just give you the glass, or he'll ask for a donation towards their ambulance or something like that, and I'm happy to do that. So these are the four glasses I've got for the Banksy's beer, and what I'll do is I'll actually use a traditional jug glass. So I'll get the beer poured. So there it is. Lovely colour, and a decent head on it as well, poured from the bottle. Obviously, you guys probably know that the way you pour from the bottle determines how good the head will be or how bad it will be, whether you'll turn up with half a pint of froth and just half a pint of beer and have to wait for the froth to dissipate to actually get something that looks like a pint. Now, as I say, this is my favourite ale. Again, the colour of it is just really nice. The Banksy's beer, or the Amber Bitter, sorry, is quite a hoppy smell to it and taste, and that's what I prefer in my beers. Now, I'm not very good at picking out the different flavours from drinking beer. I just know what I like. So, for instance, this beer is supposed to have fruity overtones. It has a blend of Fuggles and Goldings hops, and they class it as a classic English beer. So, fruity overtones. If they say so, I'm just no good at picking up flavours like that. some beers that I drink, they'll say that they have a chocolatey or um, um, some other kind of ingredient in them, and I just really can't tell on occasions. So 3.8 ABV, it's that's a good um, alcoholic volume as far as I'm concerned for myself. I will drink 6%, and I will drink mild, which may be only 2.4%. But this is the kind of, as I mentioned before, benchmark that I like to aim for. I'm not particularly keen on the strong ales. I had a pint of Broadside the other night, and I've drunk it before. I've had it on tap, a nice beer, but on that particular night it was a bit too heavy for me. I don't like chewy beers. I don't really like very dark beers. So again, the colour of this one is just right for me. Reminds me of the beers that my granddad used to drink in the pub, or he used to bring home a couple of small casks, the party casks that you could open back in the day, and he used to pour the beer from those, and this is the kind of colour that it would come out with. So, for me, a classic beer, classic bitter that I really enjoy. So what I intend to do is some other videos on British ales and bitters and so on. And I may make reference back to Banksy's amber ale, amber bitter, just to compare those beers with this. So that's why I wanted to start with this video. So if you don't mind now, I'm going to finish the video, and then I shall enjoy this bitter. Thanks for watching.